Today we learn about hydrogen, a fuel of the future. Hydrogen is the lightest element. It is the most abundant element in the universe. It is also not available in the free form on Earth. Being extremely reactive, it gets converted to a variety of compounds. It is present in a combined form, that is water, hydrocarbons, etc. It is a secondary source as it has to be produced by use of a primary energy source. Hydrogen is a secondary source of energy and energy carrier for heat energy, which is used to move, store and deliver energy in an easily usable form. It is called as the potential energy source of the future. If overcomes difficulties involved in storage, transportation and energy production, hydrogen can act as an alternative to the traditional energy sources. Hydrogen is produced from fossil fuels, hydrocarbon, polymer, biomass by gasification of biomass, and water by electrolysis, and the biological processes of photolysis or the thermolysis. Nowadays, 95% of hydrogen is obtained from fossil fuel. It can be provide a largest energy output per unit mass, that is have high efficiency. It can be easily produced from water. Its emission have zero pollution. It works at low temperature and pressure. It is a silent functioning fuel. In the future, hydrogen may be used in a furnace and as a transportation fuel for automobiles, buses, trains, ships and aeroplanes. Hydrogen could also be converted directly into electricity by fuel cells. The only primary hydrogen combustion product is water. There is no carbon dioxide, no carbon monoxide, no sulfuric acid, no soot, no unburned hydrocarbons, and only a very small amounts of nitrogen dioxide are produced. However, storage of hydrogen in a liquid form is difficult as very low temperature are required to liquefy hydrogen. Hydrogen burn, that is a combustion completely with air, consists of water, oxygen and nitrogen. NO2 form at a very high combustion temperature greater than 2300 Kelvin. Fortunately, the autoignition temperature of hydrogen is only 858 Kelvin. Hydrogen burns with a very hot flame and explosion in air. S2 plus O2 gives the water and the energy. The catch fire energy of hydrogen is the lowest compared to other fuels. Hydrogen reacts with the reactive metal to produce a metal hydride. Sodium plus S2 gives the sodium hydride. Hydrogen reacts with the many metal oxides to produce water and the free metal. Copper oxide plus S2 gives the copper and water. Tungsten oxide plus S2 gives the tungsten and water. The tungsten trioxide is reduced to free metal tungsten by hydrogen. Carbon monoxide and S2 react at high temperature in presence of a catalyst to produce the methanol. Carbon monoxide plus S2, it is in a gaseous state, gives the methyl alcohol, it is also in a gaseous state. Hydrogen reacts with the nitrogen at high pressures 300 to 1000 atmosphere and at high temperature 675 to 875 Kelvin in the presence of a catalyst to produce ammonia. S2 plus N2, it gives the twice NH3. It is in a gaseous state. The disadvantages for use of hydrogen as a fuel. It requires a primary source for its production. Then obtaining pure hydrogen is really expensive. Then modern technology used for the transportation and its storage is costly. And next, that is its liquefaction is costly. There are advantages of hydrogen gas as universal energy medium. Hydrogen is the most abundant raw material that can be used as the fuel. The energy output of the hydrogen per unit mass is high. Hydrogen is a clean fuel as its product after combustion is steam and water. So no pollution can occur. Amount of energy produced is very large and can be easily obtained is very large and complicated technological method. Its combustion product, that is water, can be used for drinking. It is the most suitable fuel for use in a fuel cells. The gas not available directly but can be produced by simple method, for example, direct electrolysis of water. The cost of raw material in the case of biomass being negligible, the only cost for the production technology. It is a non-toxic and as an energy carrier extremely environmentally. When hydrogen is converted into energy and water exhaust, hydrogen can be used as a feedback for numerous chemicals. Then the electrolysis of water, the cell reaction is occur. At anode, positive electrode oxidation, the water can use O2 plus 4H plus and 4 electrons. At cathode, negative electrode reduction, 4H plus plus 4 electrons gives twice S2 gas. Means S2 gas is UOL at the cathode. Anode, there is a water split up and at the cathode there is a hydrogen gas UOL. The net reaction is water that can be converted to O2 and S2. The E oxidation potential, standard oxidation potential is equal to minus 1.23 volt oxidation at anode and E standard reduction potential is equal to 0 reduction at cathode. Thus, the standard potential of the water electrolysis is minus 1.23 volt at 25 degrees centigrade. It is also minus 1.23 volt at 25 degrees centigrade and at pH 7. According to this equation, delta G is equal to minus NFE. The negative voltage indicates that delta G for electrolysis of water is greater than 0. That is, the reaction cannot occur without supply of the external electric power. The potential required to split water into S2 and O2, that is E anodic potential minus E cathodic potential, is equal to the 1.229 volt. The theoretical potential is 1.23 volt for water electrolysis. In practice, the actual water decomposition will occur only above 1.7 volt. The extra potential is called as over potential. Means there is in a cell reaction at anode, positive electrode, there is oxidation. At cathode, the negative electrode, there is a reduction. The cathode and anode that can be used in the electrolysis of water is a platinum material, of the platinum material. Thank you.